Well, when the nurse said you were in a hurry to see me, I figured I'd find you on a gurney covered in a red blanket. Have a seat.
I'm sorry if I frightened you.
Oh. You seem a little frightened yourself. What's going on?
Well, before I say anything, I need to have your word that you won't tell a soul about this visit.
Tina, I'm a firm believer in doctor-patient confidentiality. Don't worry about that. For starters, why did you give your name as Sally Paul?
Well, I didn't want my name on the hospital records. I even thought about going to a doctor I didn't even know, but I realized you were the only doctor I could really trust.
You can trust me. What's going on?
Well, I'm not sure. That's why you have to do the test.
What test?
To find out if I'm pregnant. Look, if you're going to judge me or something, please
No, wait a minute. Tina, I'm not living in the dark ages. I'm not going to judge you.
Good. Because I don't sleep around, Larry. There is no doubt about who the father is. It's Bo.
You can't do this to me! You know what this means? They're gonna kill us. They're gonna kill all of us.
No, that can't be true. They can't be planning to kill us.
Delilah, don't panic. It's exactly what he wants you to do. He's just showing off because he's sick like the rest of them.
I'm not sick.
Oh, you're not sick? You turn yourself into another person and you keep us prisoners for all these months? That's sick.
No, you stop saying that, you hear me?
Put her alone. They're not going to kill us. Lord Henry promised me that we would be safe.
He lied to you.
No!
Listen, do you think once our plan comes to its final stage, they're gonna keep you around anymore? You think they're gonna run the risk of you testifying against them?
No,
Delilah, Bo has escaped. Garth and the others think that he's Patrick. He's gonna come and rescue us. And you know what? He'll rescue you too, and that way you can stand trial for kidnapping and conspiracy.
What are you doing here?
Well, I could ask you the same thing. You tell me you got a business appointment, and then you show up at Stonecrest?
I am sick and tired of justifying my every move to my son. As a matter of fact, yes, I have a business deal. I don't need you following me around looking over my shoulder.
That's not what I'm doing, Ace.
Oh, bull. You know I had a deal was going to close something here. You follow me here to stop it. What, you don't think I can handle anything?
Handle what? I'm here because Garth asked me to meet him here.
Garth, hellfire asked me to meet him here. Speaking of Garth, where the hell is he?
Asa. Bo, what are you doing here?
Cordero. Did Garth ask you to meet him here, too?
Garth, no, I got a note from Cindy. She told me to get over here. She wanted to talk to me about Patrick.
Patrick?
Why, what's the matter?
This whole thing's a trap. Come on, let's get Ace out of here. Quick, move. Well,
Quick, the window. Bo, Cordero, what the hell is all this?
Ace are both right. We're trapped in here. And if we don't find a way out of here quick, I think we're as good as dead.
he's dead.
You two mind telling me what the hell is going on here?
There has been a conspiracy going on for the last couple of months. They've been trying to take over all of Buchanan Enterprises. And the masterminds behind it are Elizabeth Sanders and Lord Henry.
You knew about this? You didn't stop it?
Bo has been in prison for the last couple of months. I uncovered some of the pieces with Rob, and then Cindy London came to town, and she figured out that the key to all of it was Patrick London.
He's been impersonating me, Pa. The son you've known for months wasn't me, it was Patrick.
And right now, all their plans are starting to unravel. So we better get out of here quick. Otherwise, they're gonna kill us.
When I went to Stonecrest to have it out with Joanna, Bo was there. He grabbed me, started mumbling something about needing my help. I was so angry I didn't pay much attention, but he must have slipped this note in my jacket when I was leaving.
Rafe, you don't seem too surprised that there are two Bo Buchanans, and the real Bo, Dee Dee, and Delilah are being held prisoner at Stonecrest?
Yeah, Cord's already filled me in about the fake Bo.
So this is not some weird kind of trick?
Yeah, trust me, it's not. The real Bo escaped and told Cord what was happening.
Where's the real Bo now?
He's trying to find out where they've taken Dee Dee and Delilah.
So they're alive?
They were an hour ago. Delilah managed to get to a phone and call me, but we got cut off before she could tell me where she was.
Rafe, why aren't you over at Stonecrest having them tear the place apart?
Because Bo said the women have been moved.
Get some people over to the Sanders house.
The place is clean. I searched it myself.
Wait, why Sanders Mansion? What has Elizabeth got to do with all of this?
She and Henry spent a lot of time together. I figured it was more than just an innocent friendship.
Wait, you're making it sound like this is a conspiracy or something.
That's exactly what it is.
I just can't believe this. Now, Delilah is alive. She's being held prisoner with Dee Dee and Bo. There are 2 Bo Buchanans, which I still can't believe. Now, wait a minute. What is the connection between Delilah, Dee Dee, and Bo in the first place?
She saw Bo and Dee Dee being kidnapped at Kennedy Airport last Thanksgiving. She tried to reach someone for help. She was taken hostage herself.
You are telling me that they have all been here in Landview all this time and none of us have known about it?
First, they were kept at Wellesley Hall, which was Lord Henry's country home in England.
Cord and I found evidence that Bo had been there. But then he showed up in Arizona to help look for Clint, and he came back here to Landview. Then he turned out to be real chummy with Lord Henry. We couldn't figure it out.
Well, you didn't figure that he was an imposter.
Well, Cord kept saying that there was something strange about the guy, that his actions didn't fit all the stories people knew about him. Where is Cord with Bo?
He was supposed to wait here for me. He took off.
Can we get back to this fake Bo for a second? Now, how can he pull something like this off? He was living at Ace's mansion. He saw Vicky and Clint every day. Now, how can that be? How did he do it? And who is he?
Patrick London? The guy they put in the mental institution for trying to kill Cord here and Kate?
Asa, think about it. Who was the one who got Patrick transferred out of Statesville Penitentiary into that cushy clinic?
Elizabeth Sanders.
Yeah, step 1 in the conspiracy.
Yeah, and while he was at the clinic, he was treated by a doctor by the name of Dr. Kurt Bruner.
Bruner? My Dr. Bruner?
Yep, that's right, Asa, one and the same. He's a specialist in reconstructive surgery. He also worked with another doctor by the name of Dr. Howard Ripley. They developed this lasers technique. That's how they turned Patrick into Bo.
That was Bo.
No, that's all my fault, Pa. When they kidnapped Dee Dee and I, they kept us in separate cells, and they would grill us hour after hour, trying to find out about my life, my likes, dislikes, opinions, attitudes. And then when this fake was ready, they sent him right over here to the States.
That's when he started to undermine the family.
I should have known. For God's sakes, my own son. I should have known.
Come on, you were being drugged at the time. You didn't even know who you were half the...
Clint, right. Clint trying to warn me that there was something fishy about the way Bo was acting. And that this was a different man than the brother he loved. Matter of fact, you said the same thing. And then when you saw me for the first time and you gave me that bear hug, I really thought you were local. I'm sorry. I didn't have my wits about me, son. I'm sorry.
No, look, don't beat yourself up about this, okay? Let's just figure out a way to get out of here, and then we can reminisce about old times later.
The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to kill that snake if I have to use my own bare hands.
Well, he's in a bomb shelter. The bomb shelter.
Bomb shelter? What the hell are you talking about
That's
now?
where they kept Dee Dee and me. I mean, that's the way we can get out of here, right? Right here. This thing's a panel that leads down. This is a secret door. Damn. The whole thing's sealed up.
Oh, wait a minute. How many people are involved in all this? Maybe we can bushwhack them at the door when they come back.
Forget about bushwhacking anybody. Maybe we can shimmy up this chimney, get out of here. If I do, I'm going to call the cops. I'm going to get them here as soon as I can.
Lady Joanna, how are you feeling?
Absolutely terrible.
Well, you wouldn't listen to me about trusting that Buchanan fella, would you? Which is why you got that smack in the mouth to begin with, isn't it?
If you finish gloating, please excuse me. I'm very tired and upset, and I want to lie down.
Sorry, ma'am, but you can't go inside just now.
How dare you tell me I can't enter my own house? This is positively outrageous.
Begging your pardon, your ladyship, but I have my instructions.
Your instructions are to move aside and let me in. God, thank heavens you're here. Will you tell this idiot to get out of my way?
He's only following my orders, Joanna. Why don't you take a relaxing drive and return in a couple of hours?
I'd rather relax in my own bedroom. What's going on inside the house you don't want me to see?
Nothing.
Don't lie to me, Garth. I demand an explanation.
Well, I'm afraid the house is not safe. I was going to spare you, but we've had a bomb threat.
Have you called the police?
Yes, of course. They're on their way. But until the bomb squad people arrive and assure us that there's no danger, I'm afraid I can't let you anywhere near the house.
Well, what about the prisoners? We've got to get them out.
Well, the prisoners are much safer than we are. They are, after all, in the bomb shelter.
Will you come for a drive with me?
No. I think it's best I stay here and wait for the police.
You'll be very careful.
Well, yes, of course. Don't fret yourself about me. By the time you return, everything will be back to normal. Now enjoy your drive.
So, I guess you read The Intruder.
No.
Well, how'd you know Bo and I were going to get married? Wanda told you.
Tina, there's enough gossip around this hospital to fill the special issue of The Intruder.
Are they saying terrible things about me?
No, as a matter of fact, I'd say you lead the sympathy column about 3 to 1. People feel that I guess they put themselves in your shoes. They feel angry. They feel outraged.
Well, just once in my life, I'd like to do something that doesn't just get splashed all over the front page of that scandal sheet. And could you imagine what they would write about me if they even suspected I was pregnant?
Listen, you're not going to hear it from me, so don't worry about it. Now, tell me about your symptoms. When did they start?
Today. I was at WVLA. I was taking a whole tour of the studio because I wanted to learn about the television business from Melinda. And all of a sudden, I started feeling dizzy, and I passed out.
But until today, you were feeling fine.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I've been through a lot of emotional stuff lately, so I don't know that I've exactly been fine, but I mean, certainly better than I was today.
Well, your blood pressure's up a little. Are you on any kind of crazy diet?
Oh, no. My blood pressure's up because I had to return the diamond ring to Bo.
Okay. All right. Well, you caught me by surprise here, Tina. I don't have your records here. Why don't I go get them?
Oh, Larry. Listen, my blood pressure is really going to skyrocket if I have to wait a real long time for the results.
I have a couple of tickets to the Phillies game. I'll give them to the technician. He'll rush those results right through. You wait here, okay?
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be right out.
Information about Cord. I'll be right back.
Okay, confession time. Why didn't you tell me that you and Cord went sleuthing around England together?
Because all we had were half-baked theories. The plan was to find out what we could from Joanna and Henry.
So did you get the information you wanted out of them?
No, he kept everything very close to the vest. We did get suspicious of his relationship with Elizabeth, but once again, we had no proof.
So that's why you didn't want me clearing Renee's name, because whoever was really drugging Asa was somehow involved in this conspiracy.
Yes.
This is getting more unbelievable every minute. It really makes me sick to think that you were involved with these people and became a part of their family, Rob.
I don't think Joanna could have known about the scheme.
Oh,
She wouldn't have stood by and just let it happen.
come on. She is Daddy's precious little girl. I'm sure she would have done anything for him.
No, not condone killing and kidnapping.
Rob, unless she became suspicious of you. Now, that gives her a perfect reason for blaming you for her father's murder and wanting to get rid of you.
Cassie, your imagination's working overtime here. I know she's not your favorite person, but Joanna is not a killer.
I am getting some pretty strange signals here, like maybe you still have some very strong feelings for her.
Will you stop all this? You know I married her in order to protect you. And even though I knew it was dangerous, I couldn't stay away, could I?
No?
Doesn't that prove how much I love you?
Yes. But it still makes me wonder why you are so determined to defend her. I mean, Rob, how can you be so sure that she's not involved in her father's scheme? Rob?
I can't be sure, but we'll know soon enough.
What's the problem, Cord? Oh, forget it. There's no
wait. I'm gonna get all the way up there.
Let me give it a shot.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Welcome to Stonecrest. I do hope you'll make yourselves at home. There's tea in the tea service, or if you prefer the bar, help yourself.
Now, is that you, Garth Buckley?
Sorry that we won't be making a deal to return WVLE to your control, Asa, but I do appreciate your interest.
Now, you listen to me, you snake in the grass. Come here and show your face like a real man. Then meet me in equal terms. We'll find out who's the toughest.
A shootout at high noon, eh, old chap? I don't much care for all that old West way of doing things.
That is because you are a yellow-bellied weasel, you.
Hey, Garth! Garth, listen, you got a big mistake. We got a problem down here.
What's that, Bo?
Well, when you trap these two rats here, you got me too. So why don't you send Alf up here? He can let me out. Then I can get back to Buchanan Enterprises. And when I hear the news about my pa and my nephew floating face down in the river, okay? I got to come up with an alibi of my whereabouts when these two go to the big ranch in the sky.
Nice try, Bo, but no cigar, as you Americans say. Thanks to the man who invented electronic listening devices, I was privy to your conversation with Asa and Cord.
What? They fell for that. You did too, right?
Certainly not. Patrick is in the bomb shelter with Dee Dee and Delilah.
What are you I'm Patrick. The real Bo is down there. What's the matter? We've been working together for months. You don't know me? I'm one of you. Listen, why don't you get Elizabeth over here, okay? She'll tell you who I am. She saw me before the surgery.
You're very clever, Bo Buchanan, but not quite clever enough.
I'm Patrick London.
It really doesn't make any difference whether you're Bo or Patrick, because both of you have outlived your usefulness. We don't need either of you anymore.
Shh, Cindy's sleeping.
Were you able to track Cord down? No, he flew out of here after a messenger from the Banner delivered a note from Cindy London.
Maybe she got some information on her brother.
She disappeared yesterday.
Disappeared?
Yeah, she left a note for Cord at Elizabeth's telling him that she had reason to believe that their suspicions about Patrick were wrong and that she was going to be flying to New York to follow up on a lead.
Well, maybe she followed up the lead and got something and then flew back here.
She never went to New York. Or if she did, she didn't go to her office or her apartment. Nobody's heard from her.
Well, wait a minute. How did the messenger get the note from her in the first place?
Cord doesn't know. The messenger said it was in his box when he came back from a trip across town. The dispatcher doesn't remember putting it there, and he says he would have remembered seeing Cindy.
Something sounds very strange here, folks. And I smell trouble.
Captain Garrettson, you have to arrest Rob for the murder of your father. Is that it? Cassie, what I have to say to the captain is very important. Now, if you and Robert want to stay, that's fine, but please don't interrupt me.
Listen, Joanna,
Go ahead,
I really...
Joanna.
I'm here to make a confession.
Oh, you're finally going to come out with the truth about Rob.
Will you please shut up? I'm trying to tell the captain that something terrible is happening at Stonecrest, and I need his help right away.
Hey, Joanna, calm down. Just tell me what's going on.
Look, my father wasn't the knight in shining armor I always imagined him to be. Well, recently, to my horror, I found out that he was one of the worst villains ever born. And now, innocent people will pay for his wickedness with their lives.
So you want to wait here and I'll call you?
Yeah, I'll wait right over here. Okay, thanks. Brenda, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Oh, I know what. I was at the TV studio. Did you freeze up in front of the camera?
No, I mean, that was great. I fell apart after that.
What happened?
I don't know. I wish I'd just stayed here for a week and then gone back to Arizona. I guess that is where I belong.
This sounds like a man problem to me. Trust me, I've had more than my share of problems with men. I'd like to help if I could.
I don't think anybody can help.
Well, I'm a good listener. You know, it always helps me when I talk to people and stuff. I mean, I'm not really known for being that wise and everything, but I'll try. You want to sit down and talk?
Okay. Yeah, come on.
Sorry.
I don't know where to start.
Well, you know the reason I stayed here was to work with Steve and help him. And I spent a lot of time with him when he was in his coma. And I got to be very close to him and fond of him. And, it's gone way past that now, Tina.
Are you saying you're in love with him?
I mean, I keep telling myself that that is wrong and that I should put a cover on top of it, but I just...
Does he know you're in love with him?
Oh, no, he doesn't. I mean, he considers me a friend and he feels very comfortable with me and he talks to me and asks for my advice on things. If he knew that my feelings were what they were, he'd be very uncomfortable with that. And what right have I to tell him that I love him?
Well, look, it's not like you sought him out to fall in love with him or something. It just happened. So now we have to figure out how to deal with it.
Well, I know that I want to help him and I want to be here for him. Gabrielle came in today and told me to leave her husband alone and to stop interfering in her marriage. Can you believe that?
Oh, boy.
I'm sorry. I mean, I know that she's your friend, but Tina...
Yes, we are close friends, and that's why I feel I can give you some good advice. Look, Gabrielle's been through a lot lately. I mean, with Steve being in a coma and then the miscarriage, she's under a lot of stress. I mean, she even snaps at me sometimes, so I don't take it personally, and I don't think you should either.
Have you asked her about her pregnancy and the miscarriage and all that?
Well, no, she doesn't really talk about that so much, but she does talk about Steve a lot. I really think he's like her anchor, you know, with all the things that have changed in her life recently. He represents stability. She doesn't want to lose that.
Tina, if I thought for a minute that she loved him and wanted to make him happy, I would pack my bags and go back to Arizona. But I know that she doesn't love him. I am sure of that.
Oh, I think she does, in her own way. Brenda, there's all kinds of love. I mean, like I love Cord differently than I love Bo. I did love Bo, you know, even if he didn't deserve it.
Well, I don't think that... that's it. I'm not going to talk about this anymore because I'm upset and I'm just going to spout off, so...
I know exactly what you're talking about. Believe me, I've been there many times. What we need to do is find something to occupy your mind.
I thank you for your advice. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I give good advice. Sometimes I just don't follow it through so good. My advice or anybody else.
Tina. Tina, are you all right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's gone now.
Listen, let's go get Larry. I think that you should be examined right now. Come on.
He already examined me. He gave me all sorts of tests, and now I'm just waiting for the results. I just hope the rabbit doesn't die.
You think you're pregnant?
Oh, you're the one who suggested it.
Yeah, but Tina, I was just giving you some examples of what your symptoms might represent.
Oh, I know. I just hope it's anything but being pregnant.
Oh.
I mean, if I just listened to Vicky and Cord and everybody else, I wouldn't have gotten involved with Bo, and then I wouldn't be in this situation. And now I'm sitting here wondering if I'm carrying his child.
Well, Tina, if you are pregnant, he'll marry you, right?
I'm not sure I want to marry him.
There's got to be a way out of here, pal. When we find it, you better find the deepest hole you can to hide in. Bo, come on, let's find the door. Come on. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
What's all the racket? Are you trying to break the door down? Save your energy, old chaps. You couldn't drive a tank through that door. Besides, you're wasting your breath. You're going to need all the oxygen you can get to enjoy your last precious...
Card, Bo!
Come through the vents. Come on. Come on. Home.
Farewell, gentlemen.
All over the place. We can... Don't give up! Is it open? No, keep trying, Bo. Keep trying. Go down. Get down low.